Welcome everybody to OFSAA AAA basketball here at Kennedy in Windsor. By my side is Elias Spate. My name's Nick Zeffy. We've got the semifinals here with Cathedral taking on Xavier. Elias, what have you seen from both teams as they match up here with a berth in the finals at stake?
So I've got to see both teams, Nick, 3 times here in this event. And Xavier, a fairly young team, but we're familiar with some of this talent from seeing them before, whether it's in showcase events or on the AAU circuit. And Coach Mike McKenzie's really made the most of each player that he substitutes into the game. And I think that that's one of the things that's going to drive this team and ultimately provide them with their success. Now on the Cathedral side, defensively, I think they've been the best team. I think they've been the most aggressive, most assertive, and take advantage in transition. Now, we've also seen with Cathedral that once the press is on, they kind of lack a little bit of depth in terms of primary ball handling. So this game's gonna, I think it's going to be tight most of the way, but ultimately I see Xavier walking away here. Walking away with a win, I should say.
Cathedral representing the Hamilton region and Xavier representing Mississauga.
Sauga City. Sauga City, stand up. I know the Xavier fans are in the gym right now going Buck. Give it up, man.
They're also on the stream going Buck as well. As we got some good basketball here in the semis. Nice shot there. Fading to his left by number 5, Nathaniel Brown.
And he's no
impressed
secret.
all tournament.
He's no secret. He's been doing this all season long, as a matter of fact, averaging over 20 points a game. The kid's a bucket getter.
Sloppy pass there, turnover. Xavier ball.
I think the key pieces here for Xavier have been Nathaniel Brown, Justice Salmon, and Nathan Charles. Now there's other key role players, not to discredit anybody else, but those two would be those 3 would be the main. And then on Cathedral side, Xavier Jones and Nathan Bilamu, yesterday's game in order to qualify into the semi, they had a spectacular defensive presence, which I think carried Cathedral.
Tie game early on here, 6:27 left in the first quarter. Number 15, Raheem Dennis breaks the tie, making both free throws. As Cathedral tries to respond, can't, and here's Brown.
He done did it again.
What can Brown do for you?
You're going to be saying Brown a lot this game, by the way, just letting you know.
Number 7, Nathan Bilamu.
That's the dude we told you about from yesterday.
Responds with the 3-pointer. 6-6, we're all tied up.
And if I'm Xavier, I'm making sure that the ball doesn't get into Bilamu's hands. You got to play him in deny and force Cathedral to get everybody else involved in their offense and have scoring elsewhere. Because if Bilamu gets hot, they're going to be in trouble. I really like what I've seen from Bilamu in this first couple of days.
Ball deflected out of bounds. Xavier will take it on the sideline. The crowd still filing in here. Bleachers are pretty packed to see these two teams duke it out.
Long distance that time by Brown.
Turn of events here. Bilamu picks up his 2nd foul. Will have to go to the bench. How do you see this affecting Cathedral?
I mean, they're going to rely on Xavier Jones right now. I look at Xavier as a guard, and he's kind of forced here out of necessity for this team to play even a power forward and center at times just because of how lengthy and athletic he is. Yesterday we seen him get up above the rim on a few possessions, and he finishes strong above the rim. Good help side D that time. Taylor Thomas.
And there is Xavier Jones finishing off with the layup on the run out showing his athleticism, taking it coast to coast. 5 minutes left here in the first quarter. Game is still tied as Brown takes it inside, misses, and Cathedral's on the run out. Pull-up jumper number 6, Malcolm Maganda.
Maganda hit a bunch of those yesterday as well. You cannot, there's 3 players here that you gotta contain as much as possible, and that goes Maganda, Balamu, and Jones.
We saw Maganda warming up early before anyone hit the floor. He was taking shots, getting his rhythm. Shows there.
He's got a little bit of a hitch in his shot, and I think against solid and much better defenders, it's going to be very difficult to get it off because it has a slow release and then the hitch at the end. Now, but mechanically, not too bad. He's got feel though. That's what gets the ball in. He wants it right back. He wants that shot. Giving it up to Jones this time.
Jones inside, misses. However, he gets his own rebound and gives Cathedral another chance here. The penetration goes inside, back out, finds its way back to Jones. He'll take the pull-up, and he drills it. Brown goes inside. He's met by a trio of defenders, fouled. And we'll take our first look here at Justice Solomon. Elias, what do you like about his game?
I mean, his length, his athleticism, his physical strength. I think he's more advanced than a lot of the other kids his age right now. And next step for him is really determining a full-time position at the next level and beginning to hone that skill set.
Brown goes 0 of 2. Xavier's missed 4 straight free throws. Going inside, offensive foul, number 15 from Xavier draws it. Dennis, he's been extremely active here in the first quarter, getting to the free throw line, making 2 of 4, and now drawing the offensive foul. For Cathedral, number 22 checks in, Mark Cadet, formerly of the Ancaster Magic. I first saw Cadet at the CYBL as Nathaniel Brown drills a 3, cutting the lead down to 2 with 3 minutes left here in the first quarter. After the missed shot, Dennis collects the rebound, and number 1, Ares, goes coast to coast, finishes up. We're all tied up here again. Nice reverse finish there by Xavier Jones, breaking the deadlock.
And Humber College was in here yesterday talking to Jones, and they really liked what he provided last night. And this is not looking good here for Xavier. Salmon going down and limping on the way back.
There'll be a substitution made here. As Salmon, he took a hard fall holding his back there. Hopefully everything is okay as we continue play. We got 5 team fouls here to 1. Xavier has 1, Cathedral has 5. So free throws the rest of the way for Xavier. Scramble underneath. Cathedral comes out with it as they push. Going inside is number 24, Taylor Thomas, with the easy finish. And Xavier answers right back with number 11, Tyrell Vickers.
And I think one of Cathedral's strengths is playing in transition. They can't wait for the defense to set up, and they got to be able to do that. They're better in full court than they are in a half-court set. But
off the miss, Dennis goes back inside. This will be free throw number 5 and 6 for number 15, Dennis.
Got to convert here in this close game. Down the stretch, these free throws, they're going to haunt them.
Want to shout out all the great work that has been done at Kennedy and also Herman. Done a great job running the event, as both free throws are made by Raheem Dennis of Xavier. Back to 17-17. Turnover. Harris goes inside. He finds number 5, Nathaniel Brown. No good.
And Harris could have got himself and his teammate a better shot there. You had a gap open up right down the middle. You got to attack all the way. How about them apples? Mr. Zanya Jones.
Absorbed the contact and seemed to get a little higher there and finish off with the right-handed layup. He'll go to the free throw line trying to convert the and one. Rebound collected by Raheem Dennis. Surveys the floor. 25 on the shot clock, 1:10 on the game clock. Nathaniel Brown calls for a screen, goes opposite way, takes the 3 air ball. But an offensive rebound by number 11, Tyrell Vickers. And he converts, tying the game back up at 19. But as Elias mentioned at the beginning of the game, the pressure is coming from Xavier, and Cathedral turns it over in the backcourt.
And they're going to need Nathan Balamu on the court here to relieve some of that pressure. Three-quarter press from Xavier, we've seen it a few times.
Ball tipped, goes out of bounds, will remain Xavier ball. There is looking for Vickers, can't find him. Instead goes the other way to Brown. Great spin move. And he finishes with 2.
He's just so crafty and composed. I mean, this kid, he timed that, he spaced it, and he saw the angle of the defender and was able to spin off him going baseline. The help side coming pretty late. We've seen quite a bit of Taylor Thomas here to start this game, picking up some of the slack as Nathan Balamu still awaits to come back in the game. That looked like a definite foul.
Brown got hit, no call. Cathedral now has 10 seconds left to come up with something. Here's Cadet, pull up. Brown gets it off, no good here as we finish the first quarter. Xavier's down by 3. Don't go anywhere, we'll be back.
Basketball is on the rise in the Maritimes, which became very evident with 2 Nova Scotia natives playing large roles in winning Canada's first ever FIBA U19 World Championship gold medal.
Not many people from Nova Scotia get this opportunity, so us representing this and winning the gold, it's a great opportunity.
Yeah, definitely. All the kids were rooting for us, and, you know, it kind of gives them the opportunity to, like, you know, I can do that too. So for us opening the door for them, you know, it means a lot to me.
So the inspiration is there. The problem is the East Coast basketball structure is not yet ready to support and train top-level talent, with both Darling and Wigginton receiving D1 scholarships only after playing at prep schools in the United States.
It's happened by chance. I don't think it's been a collective effort that's created that. It's, you know, it's the Nate Darlings who, you know, goes down to a great program and brings that back. We do have good athletes. We just have to train those more thoroughly, and people actually willing to work together for the kids.
If you look through the basketball history in the country, kids from Nova Scotia, kids from the East Coast that have gone other places have gone and been very successful. Our top players do.
Back here at Kennedy in Windsor for AAA OFSAA basketball action. We've got Cathedral leading Xavier by 3. They still haven't cooled off. Another 3 hit here by Jones. He's had a pretty good impact within the first 8 minutes. He's
money, man. He's money. Just keep feeding it to him. If they want to sag on him and give him space, hey, that's bad on Xavier's part. But Xanya's going to really hurt you. I really like what you switch a direction here, right down the middle of the court. What's the fastest way, Nick, to get from one side to the other? Straight down the middle. And Xania realizes that. Unfortunately, didn't finish on that possession, but very good recognition from Jones.
Foul by Cathedral, first of the second quarter, as Nathaniel Brown was hacked. And Xavier will get the ball here on the sideline, looking to score their first points of the second quarter. Brown surveys, takes his defender one-on-one, gets inside, no good. Tip, no good. Rebound, no good. Cathedral comes out with it.
And some viewers may be wondering, why does Brown have such a green light? Well, it's because he's so efficient. Now, at this stage, you're in the semifinal game. You got guys around Brown that are just waiting for him to make magic. And it's it's becoming quickly a very stagnant offense here in the first half. If your job is to rebound and defend, then your job is to rebound and defend. Do nothing else for your team. If you do those things and maximize on that area, that's a win for your squad.
As Jones collects the ball here, takes another 3, short, goes out of bounds, will be Xavier ball. Substitutions coming in. Number 1, Yura Erez will replace number 5, Nathaniel Brown, as he takes his first breather. Taking a look at Solomon, Justice Solomon on the sideline. He's getting some treatment for his lower back. Hopefully he's able to return. As Xavier stuck 8 here. 6 minutes left in the second. Go inside. Foul called, and Xavier has been getting to the line at a very consistent rate.
And what that's going to do is going to force Cathedral's interior to disperse or have to make quick adjustments. If these guys get into foul trouble, and you got to start putting a lot of the bench in, as Coach is about to do right now. Coach Fortino subbing in Ese Mayambu right now, or he goes by Isaiah.
Substitutions come in as Cathedral will now face a half-court press issued by Xavier, trying to slow them down, and the hot 3-point shooting. Nice steal inside as Vickers tries to finish. Jones with the block. He's looking for it back. They actually reverse it.
And what is there that Jones doesn't do for this squad? Blocks, rebounds, takes it coast to coast, hits from 3. This guy's going to be a solid college level player.
Been a jack of all trades here in the first half as Vickers tries to get the ball inside. Instead it's turned over. However, it makes its way over to Dennis, who can't finish. But he's going to the free throw line now for his 7th and 8th attempt.
Again, those 4 trips to the line, it's really going to play in Xavier's favor.
3 team fouls here for Cathedral as they lead by 6, 5:30 left in the second quarter.
And it looks like Justice Salmon is going to attempt to come back in the game and fight through the soreness here. Might have might have strained his lower back, maybe not have gotten a good enough warm-up.
Jones with the rebound. He's looking to take it inside. Passes it out to Thomas, kind of low at his feet. Couldn't corral it. Substitutions are coming in. We also see Nathan Bilamu coming back in for Cathedral after a lengthy rest. Elias, being a shooter that Nathan is, how do you think the time on the bench affected him in the first quarter?
Well, what's, you know, he can make adjustments quickly. He's rhythmic. Like, he's a bona fide baller, man. This kid does not need time to warm up, time to heat up. He knows what he's doing when he's on the floor. And there's not a lot of players I've seen in this entire event that have his feel, have his skill in playmaking. Now, it hurts the team a little bit when he's not on the floor, but fortunately for the Tigers, they've been able to keep this thing within 3. And no communication from the bench there for Xavier. You got a guy, look at this bench. It's dead. Not a peep. You got a guy trailing your man who's coming to steal the ball from your man, and you're not saying, hey, man on, or on the floor. That is a pathetic array of just teammates.
Nathaniel Brown goes and 1 as he finishes over top of the Cathedral defense.
And for the most part, this is becoming a one-on-one matchup here between Brown of Xavier and Jones of Cathedral.
Brown came in for Justice Solomon, who was not able to continue after coming back in. He's still hobbled by the back injury. As Raheem Dennis, nice outlet to Brown. I think it was a nicer catch. He goes inside, and another foul here on Cathedral. That'll be their 4th of the second quarter.
I think the next step for a player like Brown is becoming more of a vocal leader, making sure that his troops get in with him and under him and on the same page, that he maximizes on getting the most out of his teammates. It's not enough just to be a scorer. As good as he is, I'm not trying to boost him. This kid has a lot of work to do from a leadership standpoint. And you're a scorer, yeah, but at the next level, he's a PG. And you got to be able to run a team.
My apologies, it's 5 team fouls on Cathedral with 4:24 left in the second quarter, only 1 on Xavier.
And I believe that's Xavier's first lead.
Xavier works it around, trying to find Brown. Takes the ball from the 45, pulls up, no good. But it'll remain Xavier basketball. This is the first of 2 semifinals. The other will see Pine Ridge, the number 1 seed, go up against St. Mike's, the number 4 seed, who will obviously face the winner of this matchup. Offensive foul called by Raheem Davis on the clear out. Cathedral will get the ball back as subs come in. Cadet will be coming in for Cathedral with 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Xavier Jones.
And as you mentioned, Cadet, man, I'm thinking about our Cadet national team. Team Canada this year is going to be so loaded, it's crazy. Like, the young bucks that are coming up right now, the size that we have, we're expecting to see Trayvon Minot, who played for St. Laurent in the National Preparatory Association. Trayvon is one of the best bigs, almost went under the radar. Recognized his talents at the St. Laurent Express event and brought his attention to the Canadian national team, and they've been taking him very seriously. You remember Jaden Bediako at a young age,
yes.
Raw, long, athletic.
Yes.
He's now picking up high major offers, currently holds one from Oklahoma. Now with Trayvon, Trayvon's a year younger and more advanced than Jaden was at that point. Now with bigs, a lot of bigs, they take time to develop. because they're raw, they're long, they're still learning their body. They're 15 years old. You know, they're 15 years old at 6'10". We're going to take a quick time out here and return after this message.
Everyone has their story. What's yours? Were you born with the ball in your hands? Or were you a late bloomer? Are you a dead-eye shooter? Or a high flyer?
Throws up an alley-oop! All elbow! Williams!
Are you a leader? Or an elite role player? North Pole Hoops wants to know, what's your story?
It doesn't matter where you're from, or what background you are.
And we're back here at Kennedy as Xavier has had their biggest lead of the game at 2 points against Cathedral. Both teams have felt each other out in the first half. Xavier has got a ton of their points at the free throw line, while Cathedral has continued their strong shooting from outside. As you see, Raheem Dennis finish the layup there. Ball deflected out of bounds. It'll remain Cathedral ball, 19 on the shot clock. 2:55 here in the second. Cathedral's number 10, Keontae Collins, gets inside, can't finish, will go to the free throw line as subs come in. Number 6, the sharpshooter, Malcolm Maganda, will come in for number 23, Dumont, as he takes a breather. So on the topic of Trayvon Minot, who else do you see kind of in that class that really is going to make a splash with the junior cadet program?
I think Moon Reith is one of the biggest ones. I mean, you've seen what you've seen over this last week. If you guys at home have been tuning in, make sure on the North Pole Hoops channel you check out some of the National Preparatory Association action, and you talk to me about Moon Reith and what you've seen from Canada Top Flight Academy, a second time back-to-back national championship. Moon Reith is going to have a major impact on this young Canadian team. At 6'6" already, maybe even 6'7", with a 6'9" wingspan, he's one of the best help side defenders that we've seen. His timing, his instincts, anticipation, he's on the money.
He didn't do a bad job guarding AJ one-on-one either.
No, he was terrific. He contained him as much as he possibly could have. Mind you, AJ was hobbling around a little bit with a swollen ankle, but he played through it.
The warrior that AJ Lawson is. Great matchup, both number 1 ranked prospects in their respective classes. As Xavier still working the ball, it eventually comes out to Nathaniel Brown. He's going to go inside with the fadeaway air ball. Cadet now gets the rebound going the other way. Nice swing pass there. It's number 11, Jones with the 3.
I'm sold. I'm sold. Say no more. That's it.
I mean, rebounding, defending, shooting. Jones has shown it all here in the first half. As Xavier stuck 7. 1:20 left on the game clock. Only 10 seconds here on the shot. Raheem Dennis is going to have to make something happen. Passes it out, eventually gets it back. But there's a 3-second call in the lane, and Cathedral will now have an opportunity to get 2 shots in the last minute.
And right before that 3-second call was made, I was about to interject there and say that, again, we're seeing Xavier's very, very stagnant offense here. A lot of ball watching, not a lot of screens happening away from the ball. Makes it very difficult to create any flow in your offense or challenge the defense at all.
On the offensive rebound, Keontae Collins puts it in for the biggest lead of the game for Cathedral at 9. Nathaniel Brown goes in on Jones. Good spin move, and he finishes with the right hand. Bilamu, pump fake, works off the dribble, gets it to call an air ball. Aries gets the rebound. Nice pass up as it's missed, but number 11 Vickers with the offensive rebound and putback. Bilamu gets it to Cadet, but a timeout is called by Cathedral as there's 7 seconds left here in the quarter. 5-point lead. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.
We're about to jump into the deepest talent pool that we've ever had. In most recent history, we've seen guys like Nikhil Alexander-Walker, Christian David, Abu Kigab, Jalen Warren, all have phenomenal showcases, which led to an increase in their exposure and an increase in their recruitment. That is by nature what North Pole Hoops provides at these camps. But I want to put it into perspective on just how much exposure you can get in 3 days at camp. A report goes out to over 100 NCAA coaches, CIS, JUCO, CCAA, and most recently we're being contacted more by NBA personnel. Then there's 100,000 in viewership on NorthPoleHoops.com. Then there's the live stream that goes on. Bang for the buck, there is no other camp that I've seen in North America that provides this much exposure. My job as a national scout is to identify the prospects at camp and make sure that we track their progress throughout the high school season, the club, and AAU season. From there, we build a profile for them online through our database and make sure that these kids are getting ranked and seen by coaches who are subscribed to our service. The NPH Showcase coaching staff are absolutely a vital part of this camp. You know, we got All-Americans, All-Canadians, guys who have been drafted to the NBA, people like Kyle Julius, who's currently coaching professionally, Mike Kabongo.
7 seconds left here in the first half. Cathedral going to be looking to get a shot off. Jones gets it off to Bilamu for the 3. No good. Nathaniel Brown takes the half-court shot. No good. As we go into the half, still a 5-point lead for Cathedral. Don't go anywhere. A berth in the AAA OFSAA Boys Basketball Championship on the line here in Windsor.
I think it's a good concept for you guys to come out here instead of staying in Ontario and places like that, to show everybody that there is kids out here who can play, and that that we need to get more exposure for these guys instead of people have to going down to the States to become Division I players. They should be able to be home with their families and develop as players down in Nova Scotia.
What's up, everybody? Just finished the Halifax East Coast Amputee Showcase. Had a hell of a time here in the East Coast. MVP goes to...
The academic side is important for your life and whose future?
Play the right way. A lot of the kids here, they think that they got to be flashy and make home run plays, but if you just do the right thing and get the job done, you play as a team and you're vocal and you're a leader, those things go a long way, and that's what I like the most.
Back up top, back up top. Oh, yeah. Burn them, burn them, burn them, burn them.
You can't push your own self 8 feet. How the hell are you going to push anybody? How the hell are you going to compete with anybody?
We definitely getting this W. Definitely getting this W. Too easy.
You guys want to win?
Yes.
You guys are playing like it's a pickup game. It's not a pickup game no more. This isn't the runs we've been doing Friday and Saturday. Right? This is a chance to make your future better in this game. Go out there and compete.
Keep your mind mentally focused at all times when you're in the gym. And the harder that you work and the focus that you have, the better off you're going to be.
You want one-time guys. Throws up an alley-oop. All elbow. Williams.
Can you hear me?
Work out! Work out! Work out! Let's go! Go on, Warriors! Let's go! Let's go!
We made it to Saskatchewan, and they get prospects like this. 6'9", 280-pound white boys.
I'm always talking. I'm the loudest person. I don't even need this mic. I'm the loudest person in the gym.
The honest truth is he's going, kids in Sask don't play defense. You guys are all better than that. We're better than that in Sask. You guys know how to play D. Show them.
Let's go!
You.
NPH on ice, hello. North Pole hockey, that's the next step. Babiak, tell him what's up. Slap shot, over there. Oh, Mike Dots.
He can do whatever he wants to. He has upper hand. And you start dictating where he's going, now he's uncomfortable. Now he wants to pass the ball. Now he can't do what he wants to do. Camera's on you. Camera's on you. Reach this time.
Let's go. Let's go. It's time to eat. Time to eat. Time to eat. Time to eat.
Here's Sabri Phillips. Two-hand jam.
So have you seen what's in front of you right now?
Back here, AAA basketball action from Kennedy High School in Windsor as Cathedral and Xavier going to battle for that OFSAA championship. Right now it looks like there's a clock issue that the referee will rectify. Based off the first half, what do you see each team has to correct going into the second if they want to compete in the finals for the championship?
I mean, both squads need more contribution from other players. And again, as I mentioned in the first quarter, all about role definition, just doing what the team does best. But right now, you see 5 bodies, nobody's moving. Even Nathaniel Brown, the star player for Xavier, didn't even turn his back as the entry was made into the paint. On the other side, Cathedral's guys, stagnant. Feet are in ice right now. This is turning into some really bad basketball for a semifinal game. You gotta clean it up here. You gotta stick to what got you here.
As the second free throw is made by number 10, Collins extends the lead to 6 here for Cathedral. Xavier looking to get some offensive contributions from everybody. Instead, they turn the ball over as Jones looks outside. Eventually gets it back here on the wing. Nice pump fake. Takes the shot, no good. Rebound by Raheem Dennis, and he'll start the break for Xavier. Nathaniel Brown will go inside. Double clutches. Big time block by number 7, Nathan Bilamu, as it goes off of Brown, out of bounds. Cathedral ball. Bilamu tries to answer with the 3, no good. Ball eventually makes its way over to Nathaniel Brown. He goes with the crossover. That's going to be a charge. And once again, Xavier relying way too heavily on one guy. Bilamu with the 3 coming off the elevator screen, no good. Dennis now takes it right up the middle, and that will be a block on Bilamu. That's his 3rd personal. Team foul number 1. Referee comes over. Coach Fortino wants an explanation for the blocking call. Xavier now setting up their offense. Aries goes inside and he is hacked and fouled. Will go back to the free throw line. 6:15 left here in the third quarter. As St. Mike's has made their way into the building. Not seen Pine Ridge yet. As that will be our second semifinals. Both free throws made there for Xavier as it has come down to a 4-point lead for Cathedral. As number 6, Malcolm Maganda gets the offensive board, works it inside. However, gets the ball over to Jones, out to Thomas. Thomas back to Jones. Jones now working Collins on the mismatch.
You got to bring that back out earlier. Get the rotation.
Raheem Dennis gets the steal. Nice pass out to Nathaniel Brown, who's not able to finish the left-handed layup. And a nice block there by Maganda as he gets the ball back, thinks about it. We'll get it over to Collins. Collins back to Maganda. He'll take the 3, no good. Rebound inside by Aris, looking for Brown on the wing. Brown goes behind the back, inside. Nice left-handed finish with the English.
He is crafty. That boy gets it done, man. I couldn't imagine what he would do with a little more talent around him, just being able to play make. Right now, he's looking to score strictly.
Foul called there on number 1. Guerrera Erez. That is Xavier's 3rd team foul. Cathedral has 2. We're at the 4:43 mark here as Cathedral calls their first time out of the half. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
The guy beside you wants exactly what you want. What are you going to do about it? Take this personal. You guys have fight left in you? Then let's go. Keep fighting. Believe yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Let's go. Hey, hard work. Let's go. Hey, hard work. 1, 2. 1, 2. Hard work.
Get yours today.
Is it something that I've done again? Say what?
Back here after the Cathedral timeout, they've seen their lead go from as much as 11 down to 2. As Xavier Jones takes it inside, is fouled, will go to the free throw line. Foul committed by Nathaniel Brown, and that's a key matchup here as you look at both squads who rely heavily on these players for both point production, assists, rebounds, and all-around play as Xavier Jones makes the first free throw. Second one is up and in. lead doubles now, goes from 2 to 4 as Xavier works it up. There's about 4:30 left here in the third quarter. Aries looks for Brown off the elevator screen, no good. Nice hustle there as the ball eventually makes its way to Brown. He goes inside, can't finish. Looked like the ball went off of a Cathedral player's leg. Out of bounds will be Xavier ball. Fresh 35 on the shot clock.
And you saw that left to right, the shifty crossover, quick change of speed from Brown. When he does that and starts the penetration from that 45 angle, his teammates got to be aware on the other side. He's attracting double coverage. That dump off pass is going to be available for them, but he's just got to be aware, or they just got to be aware.
Tyrell Vickers got hacked there on the layup attempt. He'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots. First one's up and in. Second is no good as Cathedral's number 21, Zachary Powell, gets it. Eventually makes its way to Collins, misses the first, gets fouled on the second. Vickers with the personal. Xavier now sits at 14 fouls, Cathedral at 3. Collins makes both as Aries brings it up. Raheem Dennis looking for some options, gets it back to Aries. Strict man-to-man defense being played here by Cathedral as Nathaniel Brown finds his way inside, no good again. Nice outlet pass, and that's an easy 2 points there as no one rotated back from Xavier back to a 7-point lead as Cathedral's defense starting to really clamp down on the guys from Mississauga. Big basket inside there. Raheem Dennis goes and one and is now returning to the free throw line for his 9th attempt. Shots up, no good by Dennis as Jones gets it, tries to go to the crossover, loses it momentarily. Eventually, the ball now makes his way back to Jones. Now requests a screen from Collins. Gets it over to Powell. Powell inside, no good. Collins the rebound. No good. Dennis with the rebound. Looks for the outlet inside. Number 23, Nathan Charles with the finish. Nice pump fake inside. Powell draws the foul. We'll go to the free throw line here as Xavier is over the limit. Here at Kennedy High School, also known as the Clipper Dome, for our viewers that have never been this way. Second one missed by Powell. As the rebound's collected by Raheem Dennis, who will get it over to his PG Aris. Now Dennis receives the ball back. We'll go to the three-pointer. No good, and Mike McKenzie did not like that shot. Looking up. Wanted a bit more ball movement, maybe something easier inside. Nice poke away there by Brown as he'll go up with the left-handed finish.
He's got to have himself somewhere near 30 points here. A majority, almost 2/3 of the scoring. And same thing on the other side for Xavier Jones. Called on a travel. I don't know about that one. Looked pretty good. Looked like he was a step through, but either way, Xavier Jones handling it very well. And Cathedral as a whole has been really patient in their offense. You saw, I mean, you mentioned the pump fake down low. Just using the simple things to get themselves free shots.
Very fundamental in their approach so far here at OFSAA, both defensively and offensively. Raheem Davis is getting to the line at will. Gets another one there, and one style. Sorry, Raheem Dennis. Makes the free throw as well here, giving Xavier their first lead since early in the second quarter. Cathedral here looking to punch back. Pass goes inside from Duman. Out of bounds though. Sean Madden was unable to corral it as Mike McKenzie wants a timeout. 59 seconds left here in the third quarter. Don't go anywhere. Fourth quarter coming right up.
Through 6 years of circling across North America, North Pole Hoops has discovered the nation's top basketball talent and built a community of fans, players, coaches, scouts, and basketball enthusiasts. NPH works tirelessly to cultivate a culture for the game in Canada. NPH National Showcase Circuit. From the grassroots level to the pros, a system has been developed through the National Showcase Circuit. North Pole Hoops hosts 3-day camps in Canada's major basketball markets that focus on exposure, skill development, and character development. Top performers go on to receive athletic scholarships in Canada and the United States. There are currently over 200 Canadian men and women playing at the NCAA Division I level. Canada's next top talents are identified at NPH's National Showcase Circuit. NPH Online. With an online community of over 100,000 viewers per month, NPH delivers hot content on all levels of the game. Player mixtape.
We're back here. 50 seconds left. Tough take inside by Dennis. Rebounds taken by number 6, Magana. Takes a three-pointer. Short. Aries with the nice behind the back fake, no good. Rebound by Brown, also no good, but careless turnover there by Cathedral. His coach Fortino has his hands up in the air. Blind pass trickles out of bounds. 27 seconds left here. Xavier will look to get the last shot, preferably from Brown.
And for those who don't know, Cathedral's been a powerhouse in Hamilton for years on years since I was in high school, and that seems pretty ancient. I mean, I think I've been out of high school probably close to 15 years. But I remember playing in that Cathedral tournament as well, which was a very high-level competition, man. A very rich culture for basketball. in the Hamilton region.
Nathaniel Brown working. Misses there on the spin, and that will conclude the third quarter. 50-49, very tight game heading into the fourth championship quarter here. Well, actually not the championship quarter, but the money quarter, as both teams are trying to get to that championship. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back at Kennedy in Windsor, Ontario. OFSAA semifinals.
So Andrew, you've been involved with camps for quite some time now, you know, multiple years in a row. This is a first grade 7 and 8 one.
Yeah.
What did you find different dealing with this age group?
I found you got to reinforce a lot of fundamentals to them. I feel like they're really talented, but on things like just getting back on defense, cutting back door, you got to re-emphasize it to them a lot. So I think that's the main things I found with them. Other than that, they're really good.
Spacing was crucial. They understood it, but obviously, like you say, in 2 days you're not going to get better. It's what happens after. So they, as long as it's in their mind, they're aware of it.
Fourth quarter here starts with Xavier inbounding it to Aries. Cathedral's defense has been suffocating at times as Charles gets inside. Great pass from Dennis, however, Charles was unable to finish. As Duman, nice little hesitation dribble there.
Yeah, he froze his defender on that one. Great move.
Finishes with the left hand and gives Cathedral the 1-point lead.
Spin move by Dennis as he tried to split the defense, and they played it clean.
Tyrell Vickers picks up the offensive rebound, goes and one, putting Xavier back on top, heading to the free throw line as subs come in.
And Cathedral, controlling most of this game, has held the lead for the longest time. Now it finds themselves down one here in the fourth.
Mark Cadet gets it over to Duman, finds its way to Jones. Duman back to Jones as they set up their offense. 18 on the shot clock. Eventually a turnover here as Vickers takes it back inside. Ball gets to Dennis. Gives it over to Nathaniel Brown. Working off the dribble, pull up. And the foul will be called as Cathedral, number 23, Hezekiah Duman, fouls Nathaniel Brown on the three-pointer. Brown makes 2 of 3, extending the lead to 3 points for Xavier. Cathedral will look to work Jones on that patented mid-range jumper. However, he misses, front-rimmed it. And Raheem Dennis works off the dribble, gets it inside to Nathaniel Brown. Looks like there's going to be a holding foul here. Third team foul for Cathedral. Subs come in from both sides. Bodies dropping all over the place. Eventually, referees call it out of bounds. It's going to be Xavier ball. Coach Fortino is not happy and needs an explanation as there's multiple bodies on the floor. But we resume play here. 6:13 left. Xavier looking to extend it to a 2-possession game as Aries takes the 3 and nails it. Nice work off the screen there for Xavier.
A little bit of life from some of the other Tigers.
As Cathedral looking to answer, Balamu puts it over to Collins. Eventually finds Jones, no good. Cathedral's 3-pointers have not been able to fall here as Aries gets it eventually over to Dennis. He goes inside, easy layup. Looks like there's going to be a timeout for Cathedral. They got to stop the bleeding. Biggest lead of the game here for Xavier, 8 points, 5:33 left in the fourth quarter.
Let's keep it going. Keep the intensity high.
Get your feet square, get your feet square.
Take it home, write it down, grab a homie, and work on it. Work on it, master it.
AJ Lawson, go! He gets it to go! Wow! Pick it up, Jalen.
Oh my God!
Top 10, top 10.
Two-way players are the best players. Understand that. Two-way players are the best players.
Here's Sabri Phillip, two-hand jam!
Let's go, boy!
It doesn't matter from what city you're from, how tall you are, what school, what club you represent. Game speaks. There's no politics here.
Okay, let's keep it going. Keep the intensity high.
Get your feet square, get your feet square.
Take it home, write it down, grab a homie, and work on it. Work on it, master it.
AJ Lawson, go! He gets it to go!
Back here from the Cathedral timeout. Elias, what do you see that Cathedral has kind of wavered away from now as there's been an 18-point swing as they were up 9, now they trail 8.
I think the defensive presence here in transition, they're allowing Xavier to really run and gun and get out, and Xavier's had good trails following the strong takes.
Off the timeout, Mark Cadet with the 3, no good. Raheem Dennis has been an absolute force in this game, gets the rebound, been to the free throw line 10+ times as he continues to attack inside. No good. Strong, and it'll be a foul on Dennis as he was overzealous there on the offensive rebound attempt.
It looked like it was on Tyrell Vickers, but they gave it to Dennis.
Xavier Jones calling horns here. We get Balamu with the 3. He hasn't been able to find the stroke at all. Collins inside, hard take, no good. Balamu inside. He'll get the 3-point play the old-fashioned way, and 1.
And I really hope these guys watch film after their games because there's no accountability here. You see guys going up for a rebound from Cathedral, 3 blue jerseys go up and not a single body or just one body from Xavier goes up in the white jerseys. Everybody's just standing around watching. Cathedral could sneak away with this thing if they continue to apply pressure on the boards. On Xavier's side, all we got is Dennis really grabbing boards for them.
And on that note, Mike McKenzie brings in the big body of Nathan Charles. Definitely trying to even out the rebounding here as we go down the stretch. It always seems like the hungrier teams will get those offensive rebounds as that's purely an effort. Trait here, nice half-court trap. However, Xavier breaks it. It does speed them up into kind of a difficult shot. And Balamu here on the breakaway goes and 1. Back to back, and the bench explodes for Cathedral. as they have now cut this lead down to 3.
3 points, 4 minutes and 13 seconds to go here in the fourth and final quarter. First semifinal of the day. Coach McKenzie wants to call a timeout and talk this thing over. Defense on both sides really getting hurt in transition. We'll take a break and return after this.
We've traveled across the country and back. 6 years running. Canada's basketball talent blossoms right before our eyes. From coast to coast. It's our job to bring it to the light. No gimmicks, just hard work on the hardwood. Who will step up to the plate this summer? Who will make their game undeniable and challenge every man in front of him? Game will speak. Rep by rep. You push yourself. Effort.
We're back here. It's Nathan Bilamu has taken it upon himself to get 6 straight points for Cathedral.
They got to get this over.
Looks like an 8-second count almost, as the full court pass worked there in Xavier's favor. Usually doesn't. Nathaniel Brown directing traffic as he goes inside but steps out of bounds. And it seems like Brown, trying to take over, did a little bit too much on that possession. Xavier Jones bringing it up here. There's 3:40 left in the game. 2-point contest as Collins takes it inside. Big man move. Doesn't get the results. Vickers with the strip as Brown going to the spin move. See about all five defenders converge on him. They know that that's the key to stopping Xavier. As he pirouettes, plays with the ball a bit, gets inside, left-handed finish, and one for Nathaniel Brown. Foul called on Zachary Powell. 4th team foul for Cathedral. Xavier has 3. Nathaniel Brown knocks it down, 5-point game. Powell goes inside, out of control. Referee calls it Xavier ball as it was blocked but hit Powell, who was out of bounds. And this one's getting feisty down the end here.
Can Xavier hang on? Dennis been big for them on the rebounding side. Xavier Jones been a monster. All OFSAA long for Cathedral.
Foul will be called on Keontae Collins over the back as he knocks over Nathaniel Brown. It looks like there's a 5-foul timeout here. Coach Fortino's using every bit of those last 20 seconds. to get his guys in tune here. As Nathaniel Brown has put on a show all OFSAA long and all season long, to be completely honest, him going up against Marcellinus in the ROPSA finals was definitely a sight to see. Been a knockdown shooter as he goes to the free throw line here, makes 1 of 2. Door is still open for Cathedral as it's a 2-possession game. Bilamu goes inside, gets it stripped, trying to get it back here as Dennis works the give and go, but Xavier Jones says not today as he gets the big rejection, knocking it out of bounds. 26 seconds on the shot clock for Xavier, 2:25 left in the game. Aries, nice pump fake, gets his defender up in the air. Cathedral's going to a trapping system here. They're sending 2 defenders to everybody. Ball gets knocked out of bounds off a Cathedral defender, will remain Xavier ball. The chance of defense being wrung from the Cathedral bench. However, another foul committed about 30 feet away from the basket. So Nathaniel Brown will go to the free throw line, making his first. Second is up and in. 8-point lead here for Xavier. Bilamu takes a contested 3, tough shot, and Cathedral looks like they're in panic mode here. Ball works around, eventually finding number 11, Tyrell Vickers, who finishes it off. Xavier Jones tries to get the layup to go, no good. However, there's a foul inside that will be Xavier's 4th team foul. Cathedral calls the timeout. 1:37 left here, 10-point game. Don't go anywhere. Looks like it's going to be an exciting finish.
Across the country. It's tough down here because of our population base, and you know, kids have to get to find a competition. If you're from a small town in Nova Scotia, you know, the competition's not coming to you.
It's those geographical and lack of competition hurdles that has brought North Pole Hoops to the Maritimes. With NPA expansion and NPH showcase events in St. John, Halifax, and PEI, there is more opportunity for growth and exposure at home than ever before.
People might look at it and say, you know, it's one weekend, they might look at the price tag, but they don't understand what comes after that. We're following these kids' progress for 2-3 years. It isn't just one weekend. Understand what that opportunity is and how much it can grow and help a person who really desires it.
A kid's not going to become a great player over the weekend, but what he can do is they're going to find out, okay, what are the best kids in Nova Scotia? How do I match up with them? All right, what do I have to do if I don't match up with them to be able to compete with them? And it also can be very motivational for them to be able to say, hey, I went up against the best kids from Nova Scotia or New Brunswick, and I was able to compete with them.
Quick snapshot there of the scoreboard, giving you all your vitals. Xavier trying to hold on here, make it to the OFSAA finals as they continue their stellar work on defense, getting a strip off of Cathedral, who has now gone to double teaming everything.
Trying to make Xavier cough it up here.
Three-pointer is up and in by Malcolm Maganda.
Ooh, and Maganda comes up with the steal as well. Tries another one. Just off the mark.
Try to go back to back there. Ball is out of bounds. Will be Xavier possession on the sideline. Tough pass. Referees will get together to see who touched it last. From my vantage point, it looked like it should be Cathedral basketball, and it is. As Charles zipped that thing through into tight coverage.
And for everybody watching at home, high school age, starting actually at the grade 7 age, we're going to be hosting camps across Canada. We've been doing this for 7 years. The national showcase circuit here for NPH, identifying the top talent across Canada, helping out with their recruitment, helping out with the process, and teaching them exactly the steps necessary to get to the next level and to increase recruitment. With these guys on the floor right now, many of them will move on. Some of them will, like a guy like Jones, definitely somebody to look at for the next level. Coaches were in here yesterday. I know the University of Prince Edward Island was watching, and Humber had spoke to him yesterday. So clearly he does provide value to a team.
Few next level players here on the floor. Always makes it for a great matchup. It's Tyrell Vickers hits both free throws. 9-point game here. Nice stop and go again. No left-hand finish, however. Nathan Charles tries another zipper. Almost goes out of bounds. Foul committed, and Vickers will go to the free throw line. Sorry, my apologies. Timeout by Xavier, as we will be right back after this short break.
The National Preparatory Association is expanding for Season 3. Canada's only national prep school basketball league is accepting applications from high-level programs from coast to coast. The NPA provides top competition, unrivaled exposure, and every program will have an impact in the growth of the league. We may also be able to provide opportunities for individual players looking to join one of the NPA teams. The team application deadline is April 30th. Email info@northpolehoops.com to start the process for your chance to join a nation inspired. The National. We've traveled across the country and back. 6 years running. Canada's basketball talent blossoms right before our eyes. From coast to coast. It's our job to bring it to the light.
As we come back, total defensive breakdown there by Cathedral, giving up the easy 2. Belamu will chuck another 3 up, hits it. Timeout called by Cathedral, as they're going to try to enforce some sort of full court, half court press here. Turn Xavier over. Don't go anywhere. We've got the last 30 seconds for you.
Driving opposite is also incorporated with that. So what I found guys were doing, they were trying to go places on the basketball court where there was no lanes. So a lot of them are kind of forcing opportunities instead of trying to let the game come to them. Understandable, right? It's a showcase, you're in grade 7, 8, you're trying to make things happen. You're thinking, oh, I got to score to get noticed, right? But it's the little things like we talked about with the kids, intangible things that are going to help you get, noticed as a prospect.
The number one thing that stood out to me were the kids' eyes in the classroom. I think we really opened eyes. I think we explained to the kids the importance of everything that is not basketball, and that was what we really wanted to hammer home to them. I mean, everyone tells them about their game, tells them what they got to clean up. No one tells them that no grades, no basketball, and I think we really hammered that home. Social media seminar was awesome, and I loved the look on their faces while they were sitting on that desk, eyes open, attentive, just listening.
The platform itself,
back here at Kennedy, as Cathedral has put in their full court press. However, Xavier Jones had to foul there to stop the clock. Raheem Dennis will go to the free throw line for his 11th and 12th attempt, as Pine Ridge has now entered the building, waiting patiently.
And something tells me that we're going to be shooting free throws here for a while. I don't think Cathedral's gonna back down that easy. So Pine Ridge and St. Mike's are going to have to wait just a little longer.
Dennis again makes both. Xavier Jones brings it up. Bilamu no good, and another foul committed there. And Aries will go to the free throw line. First one is missed. Second one as well. The ball is wildly thrown out of bounds there by Nathan Bilamu. As Xavier looks like all but formidable at this point that they will be in the finals, facing the winner of Pine Ridge and St. Mike's.
And Xavier Jones getting a lot of love as he goes to the bench here from his team. Coach is giving him hugs. He's done a lot for this squad. He's carried them here. Not much more he could have done.
Charles makes one of two. As Cathedral will allow Nathaniel Brown, well, not allow him, they'll contest him, turns the ball over, but it's all for nothing. As Xavier will be making their way to the finals to compete for the boys AAA Basketball Championship presented by OFSAA. Cathedral gave it all they had, but at the end could not hang with the guys from Mississauga. Next up, we've got the other semifinals. St. Mike's will be competing against Pine Ridge for the other spot in the finals. Don't go anywhere. North Pole Hoops has you covered for all your OFSAA needs.